Have you ever forgotten where you parked your car or someone's name? It's unsettling, but the good news is your diet can keep your mind sharp. Today, I'm sharing 3 nuts seniors should steer clear to protect their brain, and 3 that can supercharge memory and focus after 60. Picture feeling confident, recalling the little details, and cherishing moments with your grandkids. Unsure which nuts are safe? Don't worry. I've got straightforward tips that make a huge difference. Want to unlock a clearer, sharper mind? Stick with me until the end, because these secrets will empower you to stay independent and vibrant. Let's explore how the right nuts can transform your brain health. Keeping your mind sharp is a big concern for many after 60, right? Forgetting names or dates might feel normal, but no one wants to spiral into something serious like Alzheimer's. Here's the exciting part. What you eat can safeguard your brain. Nuts, for instance, are packed with nutrients like omega-3s and antioxidants that support memory and focus. But not all nuts are brain-friendly. Some, loaded with toxins or unhealthy oils, can actually do harm. It's easy to feel overwhelmed with so many options out there, and the fear of picking the wrong ones can leave you second-guessing. I met John, a 68-year-old grandpa who felt his mind was foggy. He started adding the right nuts, like walnuts, to his diet and noticed he could recall stories for his grandkids with ease. Sounds simple, doesn't it? Choosing the right nuts makes all the difference. Research shows omega-3s in walnuts reduce brain inflammation, while antioxidants fight cell aging. On the flip side, processed nuts, like fried or overly salted ones, can increase oxidative stress, which hurts memory. So, how do you make the right choice? It's not about ditching nuts. It's about knowing which to skip and which to embrace. This shift can boost your confidence and help you live with more independence. Ready to find out which nuts are sabotaging your brain and which will keep your mind buzzing? Let's start by uncovering the ones you should leave behind. Now that you know how nuts can either help or hinder your mind, let's cut to the chase. Which ones to avoid to protect your brain after 60? Some nuts, even if they seem healthy, can pose serious risks. Here are 3 you should take off your list, with clear reasons to guide your choices. First, peanuts, especially those stored poorly. They can harbor aflatoxins, toxins from fungi that grow in damp conditions. Studies suggest aflatoxins may trigger brain inflammation and even raise the risk of cognitive damage over time. Not all peanuts are bad, but those from questionable sources or with an off taste are risky. Best to skip them for safer options. Second, Brazil nuts in excess. They're great, packed with selenium, which shields brain cells. But selenium can be tricky. 1 or 2 a day is perfect, but more can lead to toxicity, causing symptoms like brain fog. The last thing you want. Moderation is key. Third, fried nuts or those with hydrogenated oils, like party mixes loaded with salt or coatings. These bad oils, known as trans fats, spark inflammation in the body and brain, speeding up cognitive aging. A Harvard study linked trans fats to worse memory in seniors. Plus, too much salt can spike blood pressure, which harms brain circulation. So, steer clear of these traps. But don't worry, you don't have to give up nuts. The trick is choosing wisely. For example, swap risky peanuts for raw almonds, which are safe and rich in brain-loving vitamin E. Instead of overdoing Brazil nuts, mix in walnuts for omega-3s. And ditch fried nuts for unsalted pistachios, which are tasty and health-friendly. These simple swaps make a massive difference, and you don't need to be a nutrition guru to get it right. The best part? Avoiding these nuts isn't about sacrificing joy. It's about safeguarding your memory to enjoy more moments with loved ones. Imagine recalling your grandkids' stories effortlessly. Now that we know what to avoid, let's discover the nuts that will supercharge your mind and keep you thriving. Now that you know which nuts to avoid, let's talk about the superstars that will boost your brain after 60. These 3 nuts are like rocket fuel for your mind, packed with nutrients that protect memory and focus. Let's meet them and learn how to add them to your day. First, walnuts. They're loaded with omega-3s, a healthy fat that reduces brain inflammation and strengthens neuron connections. Studies show regular walnut eaters perform better on memory tests. Second, almonds. They're brimming with vitamin E, which fights oxidative stress, a major culprit in brain aging. Research from the University of Illinois tied almonds to less cognitive decline in seniors. Third, hazelnuts. Bursting with antioxidants, they shield brain cells from time's wear and tear, keeping your mind sharp. Tasty, right? But how do you use these nuts? It's easier than you think. Let's whip up a quick snack that combines all three. Grab a quarter cup of walnuts, a quarter cup of raw almonds, and a quarter cup of unsalted hazelnuts. Toss them with a handful of dried cranberries for a natural sweet kick. This mix is perfect to stash in your bag, munch while watching TV, or share with guests. Each nut brings something special. Walnuts support brain connections, almonds guard against wear, and hazelnuts provide an antioxidant shield. Together, they're an unbeatable team for your brain. And the best part? They're delicious and easy. Sprinkle almonds on a salad, add walnuts to yogurt, or nibble hazelnuts as a snack. Just remember, buy raw or unsalted nuts to avoid the issues we mentioned. This snack takes 2 minutes to prep and can shift how you feel daily. Picture recalling things with clarity and enjoying chats with friends without stumbling. These nuts are your first step to that transformation. Want more tips to make these choices a habit? Let's show you how to weave them into your routine with simple ideas and a fun challenge. You now know the nuts that protect your mind, but how do you make them part of your life? It's simpler than it sounds. Here are 3 practical tips to add walnuts, almonds, and hazelnuts to your daily routine and keep your brain sharp. First, buy raw or unsalted nuts. Skip the fried or coated versions, which can have bad oils or too much salt. Check out grocery stores or natural food shops and store them in airtight containers to keep them fresh. Second, pair nuts with fruit for a balanced snack. A handful of walnuts with apple slices or almonds with grapes is tasty and energizes without weighing you down. Third, watch your portions. A quarter cup a day, about 20 to 30 grams, is a sweet spot to reap benefits without overdoing calories. Easy, right? These tips fit any lifestyle, whether it's breakfast with yogurt or a quick snack before a walk. The best part is you don't need to be a chef to make it work. Ready to start? Here's a challenge to get you going. For 7 days, add a quarter cup of walnuts to your day. Try them in yogurt on a salad or as a snack. Jot down how you feel, more focused, lighter, then share in the video's comments. This small step can bring clearer thinking and confidence to enjoy life. Imagine recalling your grandkids' stories with ease. With these tips, you're on the right track. Now, let's wrap it all up and inspire you to take the next step toward a vibrant mind. We've reached the end of our journey, and now you know how to boost your brain with the right nuts. We learned to avoid peanuts with aflatoxins, too many Brazil nuts, and fried nuts, which can harm your brain. Instead, we embrace walnuts, almonds, and hazelnuts, packed with omega-3s, vitamin E, and antioxidants that protect your memory and focus after 60. With simple tips like buying raw nuts, pairing with fruit, and keeping portions in check, you can transform your routine and feel sharper. These choices aren't just about food. They're about living confidently, recalling your grandkids' stories, and savoring every moment with independence. The 7-Day Walnut Challenge is your next step to feel the difference. So, which nut are you trying today? Share in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else. If you found these tips helpful, subscribe and hit the bell for more health ideas. Share this video with anyone who needs a sharper mind. Friends, family, or your walking group. Together, we can make small choices that lead to big results. And if you've made it this far, you've already taken the first step, showing you believe in a stronger, fuller life. You feel you deserve a lighter, healthier, and more meaningful life. Every small choice you make today builds the future you'll live tomorrow. Subscribe to keep discovering new ways to care for your health consciously and authentically. Like this video, share it with those you love, and help spread this message of life, balance, and well-being. Join a community that values every step toward health and happiness. Your story can inspire others. Let's keep this journey going with tips that transform lives. The power to change is in your hands. Together, we can inspire more people to live with purpose, health, and joy. The change starts now, and it starts with you. See you in the next video.